first episode of the vlog thing that has no name. My name is Kris, and thanks for watching. Today I wanted to share with y'all some really cool knitting things that I'm working on, and sharing them with you on the channel is kind of like holding me accountable to keep working on the things, because I have a really bad habit of starting knitting projects or spinning projects and not finishing them, or I finish them but it's literally months later. And I have so much in my stash that I need to knit up, or probably just like gift to friends who also knit. I mean, I have some gorgeous yarn that was gifted to me before I moved to Portland by a really, really dear friend named Fred. Hi, Fred. And yeah, I'm having such a hard time moving through it because I'm so busy in my work life, and I'm really bad at like focusing on work and not focusing on the things that make me really happy, like my crafting or my music and other things. I'm really a lot better at prioritizing my music, but crafting stuff is really hard for me because it means sitting down and being silent, and it's very meditative, and I don't know, it's something that I'm working on, is being okay with being in silence and being away from screens. So yeah, let's get to it. My first project, well, not a first project, but it's my first sweater that I'm knitting, and it is the Flax sweater pattern by Tin Can Knits. You can find the free pattern on Ravelry.com. And if you want, you can follow me on Ravelry. It's the same as my Instagram handle, at Obsidian Brat, or Obsidian Brat. I don't know if there's like an @ symbol. I haven't been on in a bit. But here is my lovely yoke to my sweater. And I had to cast this thing on like three times because I can't read a pattern on a screen. I really need to have a printed out pattern for me to be able to highlight and take notes on. I need to do like physical, tangible things in order to understand them, and just reading patterns on just like a tablet or anything just like makes my brain hurt, and it's not fun. So I casted this thing on 3 whole times, and as I was working on the little sleeves, the pattern calls for a garter panel that is 15 stitches wide. I did the whole damn thing in the garter panel for the sleeves, and I was like, fuck, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep on going. And so that's what I did. So like all of my sleeves are gonna just be a garter pattern, and then the body part is going to be in what am I even thinking? What the fuck is that called? Why am I forgetting this? This is like so easy things. It starts with, it's not Kitchener. Stockinette. Bitch, I got it. It's gonna be a garter stitch here for the sleeves, and then stockinette for the rest. Oh, that's the inside. Stockinette for the rest. And I have like a lovely rib pattern for the neck, and it has like lovely little raglan stitches for all of the sleeve portion, the little line that goes there. So I'm working on this, and I'm really proud of myself that I got this far and haven't made too many mistakes. I'm already at the very end of this. The yarn that I'm using is lovely gifted yarn. It is, I'll show it to you. It's the Plymouth Tweed 100% 100% virgin lamb's wool. It's a little, it's a little weird. You probably can't see it because I don't have autofocus on, but this is what it is. It's very squishy, and for a virgin lamb's wool tweed, this is actually fairly soft. I have a fuckload of this yarn, and I didn't even know what the heck to knit with it, so I'm using this for my first sweater. And this is 109 yards on this like one little squishy skein. And I have like probably 30 of these, and 5 of them are in maybe like a lighter color. But I love this because it's got like some little flecks of yellow and red in there, and it just feels really fall. So I'm hoping that I finish this sweater before the fall and hopefully knitting it through the summer. I'm probably going to make it a crop sweater instead of like the full body sweater, because I love all of my things, like my pants in particular, to be high waist, and having a nice crop sweater is a look that I really enjoy. I haven't decided if I want to have short sleeves or long sleeves. I can't decide. Sometimes I want the long sleeve. Maybe I'll make myself 2 sweaters, one short, one long. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, and so that's my thing. I have a little pig for one of my stitch markers. It's like one of my favorite glass stitch markers that I got from my favorite knit shop in the whole wide world, Cozy Knit Shop. It's over in Eugene, Oregon. Karen, who owns and runs that beautiful, magical, heavenly place, is a phenomenal person and a total sweet angel, and I don't know, I go to other knit shops and I'm like, oh, this is great, this is awesome, but they don't have like the vibe that I'm going for, with like space to just sit and knit, and everything is really open. I love Cozy Knit Shop, and I hardcore support them in all of the things. Anyways, I digress. The next project I have in this basket is, it's my first spinning project, and I'm still working on it. It was a gift from my friend Maz. Hello, Maz. Miss you, friend. And the roving or fiber is from Greenwood Fiberworks, and the 3D printed Turkish spindle is also from them. I want to say that the colorway is rosewood, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me. But this is what it looks like on the spindle. I'm learning, so everything is kind of like uneven in certain parts, because I'm just trying to like mess with like making things big and spinning the wool to where it's like really tiny and like taut. And then like here's like a completed thing. I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna do with this. Plying is like something else that I'm not familiar with, so who knows? Yeah. And the roving on its own is absolutely gorgeous. It's got this like lovely pink and like dark purple that fades into this like really amazing green. It's honestly like, it smells great in like a weird I don't know. Not everybody is into the smell of like unprocessed, unspun wool. But I'm such a fan of like the smell, because you can just smell like the lanolin oils on like the wool. But this is like, it smells really processed, and it's also really clean, and it probably helps that I have this U-Slim, I think that's how you say it, the lavender oil wash for all of my hand knits when I'm done with them, and I give them a quick little wash and block them. But I love the smell of this. It smells like the wood basket that it was in, and I don't know. It's really, really sweet and nice. But yeah, spinning is really, it's really fun, but I honestly really wish that instead of having a spindle, I had a wheel. I wish I had a wheel because I am very impatient and I really need that like instant gratification. Like I just finished the thing and I've been sitting on this roving for years, like probably 2 years, and I want it to be finished so I can make something out of this. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll like, maybe I just won't even ply this and I'll just make hand warmers or arm warmers out of this. I don't even know, but I really, really want a wheel so I can just start making my own yarn. And not so much to knit it myself, but to gift it to some of the people who have helped me on my knitting journey. I have a lot of friends who have taught me many, many things. Shout out to Taylor and Eugene and Gilly, 2 of my favorite people that I love to knit with. And just love in general. They're such kind people and have like helped me through a lot and held me accountable during my knitting journey, and I've seen all their projects and all that, and they're gorgeous knitters. So many things, but those are the 2 projects that I'm like mostly working on. Another project that I have still on the needles other than my sweater, hold on, I'm gonna go get it. So the thing that I am knitting, or I'm trying to finish knitting without like screwing up royally, is I have this beautiful rainbowy colored Malabrigo sock yarn. I don't remember the name because I don't have the tag anymore and I lost it when I moved. But it's this beautiful yarn. It's super colorful. It's really soft. It's super wash merino. So you know you can just toss those socks in the dang dryer and they won't even shrink. They might shrink like a little bit, but you know how like all clean clothes kind of do that little like, oh, I'm clean. Yeah, that's what it does. So this yarn has become this sock, and I love knitting socks, even though they're really time consuming. I did a reinforced heel on this one, and it's turning out really great. And I love this sock. It's a little bit longer so I can have a little bit more coverage in the winter because it's really, really cold here in Portland. But here is my unfinished sock. It's kind of tangled. Oh God. Oh. It's really tangled. Here we go. Okay, so here's my sock, still on the needles. When I was doing my gusset, on one side I cast on the correct number of stitches, or picked up the correct number of stitches, and on the other side I picked up like double the amount of stitches I needed, and so it's coming out a little wonky, and I thought I could just be a total lazy ass and like, I don't know, just like decrease like a fuckload, and no, couldn't do that. So I'm gonna have to rip this back and start over again. And this main reason of like knitting the heel, like I like doing it, but honestly I'm an afterthought heel bitch. Like I really love an afterthought heel because you just like threw a little waist yarn in and then you just like keep on going, and then when you're finished with a whole ass sock, you just make another toe on the end of that heel and call it a fucking day. Wow, I love it. This takes a lot of patience and it makes me count, and I really, I'm a lazy, I love knitting, but I'm a lazy knitter, and I definitely admit that. So I might be a freak and just rip back the whole ass thing and then just do an afterthought heel and have one reinforced heel and one afterthought heel, because I just don't care. I just want these socks done. They've been sitting here for too long, yelling at me from my stash that sits at the foot of my bed, like in my sleep. I hear my yarn yelling at me. Hey bitch, I'm sitting here, I'm lonely, I'm tired of being a tangled ass mess. Fix me. Yeah, so I need to really get it done because I want it out of my life. I guess those are my projects that I'm working on. I don't know. It's been a hard run trying to get back into knitting after having like a slump for ages and like staring at my yarn and feeling really uninspired. And also just like dealing with mental health issues. Like sometimes you just don't want to do the shit you love when you're sad. And that's fair and valid. So I'm trying to get back into it. And it's really helpful to, I don't know, I started getting into knitting podcasts like HeyBrownBerry, who's really amazing, and I love her videos. They're so cool and so informative, and she makes and does so many different things, and I love that, and it keeps me going. And then also my internet friend M, also known as M to the Third on Instagram. She just started a fashion vlog podcast thing, and it's honestly like really cool, and I've like low-key like watched M on the internet and have just been like so deeply impressed and so deeply inspired. And as soon as like she started her vlog, I'm just like, well shit, like that sounds like a lot of fun and could eliminate a lot of like things like a written blog and an Instagram, although I'll still use Instagram. And then like, I don't even know, just like I could just gab about all the shit that I want to gab about and share all the things I want to share. And that's exactly what she's doing, but it's like very intentional to making and fashion. I don't even know. Like, Emma's really fucking cool. So you should follow her as well because she's starting this cool podcast about being Chicana and being amazing and having pink hair and like slaying these glasses. I don't even know. You should just follow her. You should also follow HeyBrownBerry. You should also follow GGMadeIt, who's another amazing black femme on the internet who makes some amazing knits that are all orange inspired, and I love that orange is like the theme. It's the stuff, it's the business. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. I'm just like gabbing about all of the internet people who inspire me, and you should follow them and throw your dollars at them because it takes time to make videos. But yeah, those are the things that I'm working on right now, things that I'm making. I'm gonna dip and go get some pizza with my friends. I hope you have a great weekend, a great time. I hope nothing sucks, and I really hope the sun comes out, y'all. I really need it. It's cloudy as fuck here in Portland, and the sun keeps going like, hey, and I'm like, oh hi, come back. I'll be fine. Yeah, so I hope you just have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button and subscribe down below. I will also be putting information about the pattern that I'm using for my sweater and information I can find on the Greenwood Fiberworks fiber that I'm using and spinning right now, as well as a sock recipe, maybe if I can find one for the sock